Hey, buddy, watch this.
All right, this is certainly not what we need right now. I want some early plays against Rogue. Steel Beetle could be much better, maybe Wrath as well. And Innervate's what we really, really need, but we never seem to be hitting Innervates early. It's kind of sad. I wouldn't be running Innervate if it didn't have dual utility with Phaoris. Since it's also good at cheating out of Phaoris, I think Innervate's worth. Otherwise, I'd have some questions, right? I'd be doubtful. Certainly a lot of armor gain in this hand, so that could buy us a lot of time against Rogue until we can develop those sort of counter pressure boards that kill them. And then we're good. Let's Innervate, see what we find. Okay. Innervate and Nourish need to be unnerfed. Oh man, I think Innervate's way too good. Nourish, you might have an argument for Nourish. Nourish feels so much better at 5. I agree with you there, but Innervate, I think it was too strong. Innervate could do crazy stuff. Oh, it's still a good card, right? It's still good. Imagine how good it was before. Boy, man, we are just getting ran over. Some of the craziest tempo I've ever seen out of a Rogue. Decided to go here to make the Ferocious Howl better later, right? A little better from a curve standpoint right now, but we're getting some worked on, dude. We are the Kings of Reset, though. The Kings of Reset. Okay. So, let's draw a card here. Lackey's probably a little better, technically. And Steel Beetle. I am not super pumped about the Nourish, but it's not terrible, right? Because we can go Nourish into Anubisath. Actually, we may have to go ahead and double Anubisath just to win the board back, honestly. I think it'd be pretty greedy to hold on to that Floop at that stage. Maybe if we hit the other Anubisath naturally, I wouldn't feel compelled to do that. That would perhaps change my logic. Or maybe just a Starfall is what we hit, and it's all good. Could also go Rising Winds on top of all that, which is nice. Oh my god, we hit it. Maybe we actually just play all 3 and the Winds here to really cement this. I think we do, actually. Did you ever stream Wild? We have, yeah. Why is this? This is becoming a very common question lately about Wild. We've hit the leaderboard on stream in Wild numerous times. We played like top 50 Wild on stream. It's kind of wild. Never gets old. Never, never, ever. Okay. Chunking through my taunts. We don't have any Zephyrus action yet, sadly. Still no Starfall either, which is a little bit unfortunate. The good news is though, right, like he's just chunking through the taunts. He's not like making big plays on board or anything to hit us hard or win the board back super crazy or anything. So we're in a decent spot for once, I think. So let's see, trade. We clear off quite a bit more board. Yeah, let's open here. Swipe. Oh, baby, swipe is fun. We're just gonna chill, honestly. We're gonna swipe again. Okay, I was just planning to Ferocious Howl really more than anything. Okay. Okay. All right, that's a pretty good turn actually. Okay. The fact that we're summoning dudes while drawing cards is just so ridiculous. Rising Winds is great, man. Steel Beetle's awesome. Rising Winds is awesome. Like, it's just all awesome. Sadly, the swipe would have paid off a little bit there, it seems. Although, he can always play a Lackey on 7 with Tog, so maybe not really much of a difference. Okay, we have, actually, how much damage on board? 11 plus 8 in hand? That's like a lot of damage. He's clearly trading down now, but it could have been a lot. Would have been pretty sweet. Loady swipe. Beetle seems fine to me. Pretty good board advantage. Even more life now with the Beetle. Up to over 30 again. Phaoris still has a lot of meat too if we could hit it. Honestly, I'd love to play a Phaoris soon. How much will the next rotation affect the meta? A ton. It always does. I think it will just affect it a ton. So Starfall Swipe right now actually clears the Mana Saber. I don't know if that's something we need to do or care about necessarily, but we could. We definitely just could. Oh, I think actually now we might have to. 9 plus 5. Yeah, okay. This is kind of cool. This is sort of shockingly perfect. God, I bet he's not happy about that. I bet he's really unhappy about that. My God, we just murdered that board. Goodness gracious, we murdered that board. Okay. God, we murdered it. Oh man, sap on this Lodi never feels bad to me. It has rush anyway. I mean, I guess it saves you some face damage maybe, but gets the taunt out of the way, which is nice, but it always feels okay. All right. Here, okay. I think we Phaoris. There's a part of me that just thinks Nourish is better, right? Because it's very, very likely. Yeah, and it makes Phaoris better later too. Yeah, I just think getting like a Surger down here, or maybe even actually just Hidden Oasis could be better. No, Surger's probably better for two reasons. One is the Phaoris reason, and the next is just like we're presenting a lot more lethal pressure. So, Zephyr's also active now, so that presents even more potential lethal pressure. Although he certainly has a chance to better interact with these now. I hope we have enough health to Phaoris safely at the end of all this. I think he'll be more focused on minions, so we should, but you never really know. Okay. Interesting targets there. Those seemed like the weapon would contest them pretty well, so I'm a little bit surprised to see him not like face tank that. I guess he maybe wants to get through it with minions instead or something, rushed Goblinaki stuff, but yeah, the backstab ended up being wasted there, right? How much damage is this right now? None, because he's going to Shadow Step that and play it. Okay, it's fine. I don't think the damage output's going to be that tremendous. Well... 22. There shouldn't be that much damage. I think we're fine to do this. Particularly because we're often even kind of just likely to get a taunt. Okay. Yeah, okay. We actually get an extra 2-1 if I want here. I think the Innervate might have more value later. It's fine. Innervate first, but why? There's actually no reason to, right? Innervate to draw a spell. What do you mean? Innervate doesn't draw a spell. It doesn't work like Wild Growth, if that's what you're thinking. Oh, Kronks actually wipes the board. Oh my god. Kronks is a pain, dude. Crap. I can Shadow Word Death the Kronks, though. Is that like all of his resources once I do that? I think that's just all of his resources, right? I think I gotta copy that Zephyrus to win. So I'm gonna do this instead. I don't like how this draws me a card, but I do get a couple 5/5s out of it, which is nice. I'm a little bit worried about being dead, though, because I can't attack with this. And I'm taking fatigue damage now. So this is a little bit of a riskier line. I could have taken a safer line with Oasis, but I think we're going to be okay. He needs 15. No, I can do a lot of stuff, basically. Okay, that doesn't currently signal lethal. He's also just got to worry about being dead, right? Because I have a lot of damage as well. Fireball for me hits for 7. It's 11. Is there any more damage even? I kind of doubt it, but I'm not sure. How is this 9 damage? I'm talking about Ziliax plus the... Or not Ziliax. Leroy plus the 3 attack would be 9. I think he'd need a little more than that. Leroy I almost just take for granted at this stage of the game, right? Pretty much just take it for granted. Okay, I like that he's still focused on defense here. It's actually good news for us. That doesn't really help him. I can just go face now. Is there a Zephrys lethal or a Zephrys copied lethal? He will give Fireball, but it's not lethal. It's only 7 plus 4 is 11. It's not enough. Oasis Innervate Elise is probably the smartest play, but I think there's also a Crystal Merchant Elise as well that's possible, just maybe not as good. I think we're going to take the slightly safer line here. And I'm going to go face. I think this creates the most pressure, and double Zephrys should be lethal with Lava Bursts next turn, usually, but not always. This one for sure keeps me alive. I think if we stay alive and we double Zephrys, we have the best chance to win, right? We have the best chance to win. Lucrative contract, okay. Again, I think this is just all good. This seems like Fireball is just the win. Okay, cool. Woo! Scary game, chat. Scary game, but we got there. Thank you, Zephrys. This is fun. We don't need it, but... Does he know to give me a Lava Burst? Is he smart? It doesn't matter. Silly. Why am I doing this? Wanted to see what he would do, but obviously it's the same math. He doesn't care. Okay. No coin, but I think Steel Beetle is still a reasonable keep. The odds of us hitting a 5-drop, not maybe super high, but not super low either. Crystal Merchant gives me the turn 2 regardless. Swipe is fine. No Innervate, sadly, here. Would have been really nice. Grow Cat, sure. Don't hit a good dude. In turn it is. No Steel Beetle activator, but again, Merchant will tie this over. And increases the odds of hitting the Steel Beetle. Great opener for our opponent so far, unfortunately. It's going to be a little tough. Swipe would answer some of these things with AA and Innervate, perhaps. Still no Steel Beetle, but Ferocious Howl, it's good. Still, the cool thing about Steel Beetle, the reason this card is exciting, to me at least, is because you can play it early sometimes and you're happy about it. But if you have to play it late, you're not sad. It's a lot of armor. Life gain is awesome. So I think that's what makes it so interesting and fun in the first place. Swipe here disrupts quest a lot, and I don't think there's that much damage that I can't just swipe next turn. So let's just let's swipe next turn. Oasis on 6 is cool recovery, particularly with the Nubisath. Oh my. Oh my. I can play Beetle and swipe now. That's fantastic news. I guess we still swipe the 5/4 in this case, or do I think maybe leaving it alive offers me more opportunity? I think we have so much life gain that we probably just leave it alive, don't we? I think so. You can't kill it on board right now, so... If we had less life gain, you know, this wouldn't be as exciting, but my god. I don't know if it necessarily changes our line next turn or not, but it could. We might still do like a Nourish anyway. But that opens up like a Nourish Swipe or a Nourish Ferocious Howl all of a sudden, right? Can't play another Steel Beetle, I guess. Yeah, I mean, Nourish Swipe doesn't feel super good on the Boom Pistol Bully, but it does help it trade into the Nubisath, I guess. It's a little better, maybe. Maybe just swipe face then? No, because I still gotta kill this at some point. It still has to die at some stage, so. Do we ever Innervate a Crystal Merchant? No, Innervate has too much value in our deck. So he trades in here, he hits me for 5. Hopefully we hit a Starfall or another swipe to make this feel worthwhile. Starfall now would be pretty good. Don't really want to hit an Oasis yet. That doesn't feel great. Still at full health almost, so. Swipe is not coming again, sadly. Makes the Hidden Oasis a little better. Rising Winds, probably fine to open with to see what we find. We don't have to do anything crazy to this. Starfall, perfect. Okay, great news. Exactly what we needed. Let's just go Rising Winds again. I don't think we drop this. There's a lot of value in this we might need later. pretty happy with our tempo right now. Okay. So, Steel Beetle's gonna give us life. Hidden Oasis gives us life, but we need to win the board. Eventually the Rogue probably just turns the corner anyway. A little bit of an early Galakrond. I'd say that's good news. Only 2 0-mana cards can't be that frightening, right? Can't be too bad. That's a good one. If that was off the... I don't know if that was off the thing or not, but I hope so. Would love a Phaoris right now. So part of me wants to go ahead and draw down with Nourish to find a Phaoris early, since we have a lot of mana. Don't love not creating, you know, more counter tempo, I guess, but... Maybe we go for the Lodi here. It's pretty good. And we're happy to chill. Okay. Back up to 36. We made it through 1 power play from our opponent here. Obviously, lots more to come. Okay. Wrath there feels pretty solid. Kind of overkill, really, but... Starfall unnecessary. I guess we could probably just go Surger as well, though. I'm not too upset with the Surger here. Oh, Elise is active already. That's pretty cool. We're going to just do Wrath and Surger still. Despite the overkill. Okay, big board here. I love to see that. I think we're going to go face as well. I think this being stealth offers very little advantage. Because I don't really think I'm going to need the Starfall to be buffed with spell damage or anything, so... The taunt offers a little bit of advantage, and certainly 4 damage is relevant, so... Okay. Can already feel the Oasis Surger is making a big impact, right? Thank God for that. Sap on the Lodi, but now it's the upgraded Lodi. That's just awesome. So that's pretty cool. Fine with that. Serpent Ward, okay. Yeah. It's a good Wrath for us, honestly. May just go face for 10 here. I kind of want to respect these in some ways, but also kind of want to ignore them. Maybe we just do this to do both. Okay. 24 on board. Nasty board for Rogue to deal with here. I'm feeling very, very good. We're down to 4 cards in deck, but no Zephrys or Phaoris, unfortunately. Calicos for Rogue, I don't think ever answers this board, right? There's no Vanish. There's nothing, like, really spooky. So that leaves us with Lethal on board still. It's just game. Yeah. Cool. Do you play Wild anymore? Not lately as much, but we will still, yeah. The reason we don't play Wild is because there's new cards in Standard. If there's new stuff to do in Standard, I focus on Standard. Let's keep a Surger. We'll need a powerful thing to do on 5 since we have coin, so Surger actually feels pretty good. I like Surger. I guess I don't love Face Hunter necessarily. I'm worried, despite how much life gain we have, they could maybe still win that race sometimes. But Highlander Hunter's scary too, just because they have a lot of big, scary things they do. So I don't know that anything is ideal here. That's cool. That's nice. Appreciate that. All right. Ping is completely fine. Happy to just pass turn here. And Innervate would open up some cool lines with Crystal Merchant, but we can't do it. We can't do it. Not going to focus on killing that, that's for sure. Barceras, no, I haven't played any heroic stuff. I don't know. Okay, that's definitely a Wrath target. No question there. Wish we could draw a card too, but gotta do what we gotta do. This is what I was talking about, where if we don't hit the right assortment of healing cards, like, we could still lose a race. I'm not even convinced this is Face Hunter, but we're still just taking a lot of damage. Oh my god. Though that may have to get swiped, actually, despite the quest. I don't know if I can leave that up. I needed a better play. I I'm actually still going to leave it up, I think. I think we can still get enough like life gain, right? Like healing. Life regen. We got Steel Beetles, we got Ferocious Howls. Hidden Oasis helps a lot. I don't think I'll die next turn if I play Surgers. But I would love a 5-mana spell to get an Anubisath going as well, maybe. Like a Starfall would be kind of perfect. But we should be okay. Even a swipe may not be too bad if we wanted to swipe. I'd say Surger's usually better than swipe, but it depends on the structure of the board, right? Phase Stalker could actually change that a little bit for me because of Snake Trap. So maybe we do snipe. Oh my god, so much damage, dude. Swipe. I keep saying snipe. Swipe. I don't know why I'm saying the wrong name. Zephrys, not active, so that's not a calculation to consider. Wrath is a little bit of a calculation to consider, but not a good one, I'd say. Alright, so we're going to just throw this away in case it's Freezing Trap. Maybe completely wasted. It is. And we're just going to hope for the best that this is enough. It's not. If it was Snake, I was going to consider a swipe, right? But we're just going to have to hope that he can't do 12. I think 12 is pretty darn impossible at 6 mana. Double kill command, he doesn't have a beast. So that ain't it. Leroy, like, Arcane Shot is only 9. That ain't it. I just don't think you get there. It's just, you don't get, at least this turn. Anyway. So that'll give me the Hidden Oasis into Anubisath, which should pull this back in our favor, I would hope. Surely he'll ping, right? Oh, he's gonna kill command face. Okay, that's probably good news for us. We know that we don't have to attack face on this one, so we can just play for the defensive line here. We could attack face if we wanted, but why bother? We don't care if the 2 damage hits our taunt or whatever. So that's a big time reset on our health total. 18. It's not really enough yet, but it's pretty good. This does not die on the explosive trap because our opponent is dead.